yeah, my journey begins. This is it. I quit my job and I'm following my dream, following my passion, and I got a lot of bills, so hopefully I can find a way to make money pretty quick. So wish me luck. Alright, welcome back everyone to Green is in Gold, and I just wanted to give y'all an update on how I'm feeling right now. This is my first day that I'm officially not employed with my company anymore after 15 years, 1 month, and like 3 days. But who's counting, right? Who's counting? I'm not as pumped as I thought I'd be about it all. Maybe it's starting to settle in that, hey, the bi-weekly paychecks aren't going to be here anymore. You're going to have to go out and work, which I knew I was going to have to do all that. It's a little nerve-wracking, to be honest. I think it's going to be good. I got a couple plans. The biggest thing right now that I think I can do to make money is with my tractor. My only concern is the trailer for my tractor. It's a pretty decent trailer, but it's still going to be pushing the limits for the weight of my tractor. And then everything else is going to come, but it's going to be slowly. I'm going to have to put money into it, and I don't see a lot of money coming out of it. You know, the bees. I don't even have a single bee yet. I got to get the bees going. They got to start producing honey. It's already late summer, so I got to wait probably till next year to get something decent. So, and right now I don't even know if I can get the bees because it's late summer. The pecans should be falling in November, so hopefully that'll be pretty good. It is now late August. You know, I got the garden. Of course, I got the garden and orchard going, but I don't see me making, hardly anything off of that. And I still need chickens. I still need rabbits. And now the more and more I think about it, I kind of want to get goats now or cattle, which is all just money out, money out, money out. And yeah, I'm not sure when the money comes back for all that stuff or if it comes back. But I kind of look at it as an investment as well. I'm also eating better, and I'm not spending as much money at the grocery store or buying food at other places. You know, I can produce my own food and eat my own food, be healthier, save money. I might not be able to see that in my bank account, but not have to spend money, then I think that's a huge plus too. Yeah, my head's been a little cloudy lately with everything going on, with all this COVID stuff, and still kind of distant from people and all that, but I still want to feel like I might need to get like an adventure in. So I was thinking about just jumping in I just bought an RV, and actually I saw the hurricane that could be hitting the Gulf pretty soon, so I called them right away and was like, hey, can I get hurricane insurance on this like ASAP? Because apparently once that hurricane hits the Gulf, you can't get insurance anymore. And it's like a day or two from hitting the Gulf. So yeah, day one of the journey begins. So hope you guys stay tuned. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Today is August 31st, 2020. My last day at my job was August 19th. So I've been officially without a job for over a week now. And not gonna lie, it's a little bit scarier than I thought. I'm trying to figure out other ways to make some money, because all this is great, this gardening stuff, but I need money now, immediate cash flow. This is probably 6 months to a year from now till I really start getting something going, and I don't have a single honey hive over there, and that's what I'm hoping for my main source of income. So I got a lot of work to do there. I'm communicating with people. I'm talking to people that have lawn businesses in my area to let them, hey, I got my tractor, I'm ready to put it to work. I'm willing to brush hog mow, level driveways, spread dirt. I told them I'd even, clear some brush, clear some land for them, whatever they need. I got a chainsaw. I don't have that nice device you put on a skid steer that just demolishes a tree from top to bottom. That would make it really easy. But I got a chainsaw and I got a shredder. So I'd have to put more manual labor in to get it done, but I'm willing to do that just to, get something going so far in the garden, prepping it for the fall. I looked up Back to Eden, I believe was his name, and I watched this hour and 45-minute video on how we use wood chips and garden soil, and that's kind of the method I'm trying. I heard a lot of people disagree with it, but I'm gonna go ahead and try that out. Initially, I had 13 rows running this way, 70 foot long each. But now I want some box rows running this way. So what I'm gonna do, I'll walk over here to the center so y'all can see it. I got this piece of rebar in the ground, and then there's another one. I'll zoom in so you can see it. There's another one on that side. So that's the center line of my garden. It's 40 foot wide. So this is my 20 foot mark. So my plan is to make a walkway right in the center, about 1 foot wide, and then have a 4 foot wide row on the left and a 4 foot wide row on the right. So if the walkway is 1 foot wide, then that should leave roughly, 39 foot or 39.6 rows on the left and right. And I want to go down 40 foot worth, so that would mean 8 4 foot wide rows on the left, 8 4 foot wide rows on the right. And then once I get back here, I'm going to go ahead and leave these as single rows. So I have some rows running this way, and then the other box rows are going to be running 90 degrees to it. That's kind of the plan here. As you can see, I got a pile of wood chips that I had dropped off. It worked out perfectly. The dump truck just fit right in between the poles over there, back straight in, dumped it. So that's the wood chips. And then I got a huge pile of garden soil over there that they dropped off as well. So I'll just go ahead and use my tractor and bring that in a little bit at a time. I could probably use my tractor and just start dumping it everywhere, shovel this with the wheelbarrow into place instead of using the tractor. And when I get that garden soil, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna pick it up with a bucket. I'm gonna bring the tractor to whatever side's closest, and I'm gonna use a wheelbarrow, go from the tractor to the wheelbarrow, and the wheelbarrow to the garden. That way I can precisely place the soil where I want. And it feels good out here just listening to the wind blow through the trees. It's relaxing. Appreciate everyone watching. Yeah, my journey begins. This is it. I quit my job and I'm following my dream, following my passion, and I got a lot of bills, so hopefully I can find a way to make money pretty quick. So wish me luck. I think all y'all get the idea of this thing. I'm just shoveling it into the gaps in this garden where my rectangle beds are going to be, dumping it with the wheelbarrow, spreading it with the rake, and doing that about 1,000 times till it's all done. Nothing but fun, baby, nothing but fun. That's how it's done. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm trying to start my corporation, so I'm official. I sent them about 5 different ways to spell out greens and gold, so hopefully one of them will work. I'm really hoping for greens space and space gold, but I'll take, whatever. If it turns all into one word or whatever. I just want to get that name out there and go ahead and get the t-shirts rolling. So those of you that are watching, be sure y'all get a t-shirt and cap from me. I don't have that going yet, but it's on my to-do list, trust me. I got a little short to-do list right now. The existing rows I had that were 70 foot long, and there were 13 of them, and I cut them back to 30 foot long. That's what that piece of rebar is over there. And then there's another stake over there, the bigger one by the sprinkler is the other one. So that's 30 foot from the end. So these 13 rows are now 30 foot long instead of 70. And then from going this way, this is where I'm going to run my boxes that are going to be 4 foot wide with a 1 foot wide walking path, and another walking path, 4 foot wide row, walking path, 4 foot wide row, and I'm going to do it like that. And I saw these okra plants here, and I didn't want to just start ripping them up because they're producing good. So what I did was I ripped out the ones that were in the way of the walking path as a minimum, you know, and I might end up tearing out more as I go. We'll see. We'll play that one by ear. That's how that's going. Hey, look, little cucumber. Sorry, little cucumber. You didn't make it to somebody's plate. Just kind of pushed all the vines over to the side so I can work as much as I can, and if they got to grow over the logs, that's fine. I didn't want to rip them out because, I don't know, I'm still producing watermelons, I think. A little bumblebee. Or some kind of bee. Back up, back up. And I still need to do research on combining different plants in the same bed. So I'm gonna try to go for that, like jalapenos, onions, cilantro, all in the same bed, and it's basically a bed full of salsa. That'd be sweet. And kind of mix up tomatoes and carrots. And if y'all got any suggestions, comment down below, because I'm still doing research on exactly how to do that. Initially, I just put cardboard down, I put garden soil, and then I put hay in between the rows, and the ground was hard, so I can tell even with the okra plants, I pulled some of them out. As you can see, it goes straight down and then it makes a hard left or hard right, whatever camera angle this is, but it took a hard right or a hard left because it hit that hard soil. So I think once we get going and these roots, we make it easier for these roots to grow, that's when I'll start producing more, and these plants will be better and better as time goes on. It's just the first year or so where it can be challenging, but I'm real proud of what it's looking like right now. I'm hoping I can get a decent crop out of it, and if I get enough, I'd really love to start going to the local farmers market and maybe selling a little bit of my produce, mainly just to get my name out there and hopefully get some more subscribers and followers, and maybe eventually, once I get big enough, once I move back there and get my 1.5 acres or 2 acres 5 feet high out of the floodplain, that's when I'm going all in on this gardening. Right now I'm at a 70 by 40 garden, which is 2,800 square feet. Once I go back there, I want to have at least a 1 acre garden, which is around 44,000 square feet, so much larger. It's coming along. It's hard work, but I love it. I love doing this, so it's not too bad. So I got these 13 rows done. Well, we'll call it 12 because I didn't mess with the watermelons and cantaloupes on the end. But I got the other 12 done. As you can see, I got garden soil laid out. I had some pepper plants already growing, and I just kind of dumped soil over it. So I'm hoping it's kind of like tomatoes where they grow more roots and it doesn't kill them off. I left a couple zucchini plants on the ends. I ripped out most of them. I still haven't had a single zucchini yet. I planted these like 2.5 months ago. But part of me says maybe you should rip them out, but I'm like, I'll leave 3 in and see what happens. So I'm officially probably 1/3 of the way through. Now it's time for the other 2/3 part, the part I'm excited about, where I can optimize my growing beds now with a 4-foot wide row and then a 1-foot walking row and another 4 foot. I can get a lot more growing space out of it. Whereas with these are 3 foot wide. See, I got 1, 2, 3 foot of walking space versus only, 2 foot. You optimize the gardening area with the 4 foot wide beds, and the reason I have it 4 foot is I know I built a raised bed at my property, my last house, and I built the bed 6 foot by 18 foot, a raised bed, and it was always rough for me to get to the middle. So with a 4 foot wide bed, I learned my lesson there. I'm gonna build it 4 foot wide, and I can reach the stuff from the middle much easier. So this is how I plan to do it. There's a little gap right here between the wood and the okra plants, and I'm just going to drive the tractor straight through and start dumping the dirt. Let's get it done. Hopefully this is less shoveling and more raking. That's a lot easier than shoveling. Now time to rake. Yeah, much easier than shoveling.